I retweeted a little bit of this briefly the other day and compared it to the Viet Cong flashbacks that happen in Quine Bob's Waukee City. There is a character in Quine Bob's, and his storyline that you get to play in the campaign goes through him having Vietnam War flashbacks, and you actually get to kill the Viet Cong in these flashbacks. They're even wearing their cute little rice hats. Yeah, Ranger. You have to find the Red Star Diamond. You get fucking taken for a ride by your commanding officer. You get to be all like, all these fucking buku dinky dows. You get to slur against the fucking commies because they're not real people. Your girlfriend has one of those hats. I love those hats, man. And if you somehow fuck up and fail any of these Vietnam flashback missions, you die of a heart attack. Alright? Just so happen to have a rice hat. Imagine spending the time and money to get a PhD in breakdancing only to find out you suck at it in the Olympics in front of billions of people. It's a crazy amount of unrighteous self-confidence. More censorship confirmed for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster as Capcom removes anti-communist dialogue line from Cliff Hudson boss fight. Why would they do this? There is like... I already know that they've censored the, like, picture-taking area things. I don't know why this website is so broken, by the way. I don't know why there's, like, this huge fucking gap up here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But, like, if this character has, like, strange commie dialogue, why would you change that? What an odd thing to remove, exactly. He's literally a Vietnam War vet. Another day, another discovered instance of censorship in Capcom's upcoming Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, this time as a new trailer has confirmed the removal of anti-communist dialogue from the player's pre-fight conversation with psychopath boss enemy Cliff Hudson. Having survived the initial outbreak with their humanity intact but their minds completely shattered due to the sheer madness surrounding them, the various psychopaths in Dead Rising spend their days stalking the Willamette Mall, unleashing mindless violence against any and everything that moves, regardless of their undead status. One such broken survivor is the aforementioned Cliff Hudson, a Vietnam veteran whose particular break from reality sees him falling into a war flashback that causes him to falsely believe he's back on the battlefield. As a result, upon his first meeting with protagonist Frank West during the Hatchet Man mission, Cliff, standing underneath a collection of freshly decapitated zombie corpses he's strung up as a warning to his enemies, demands that the war photographer provide him with his name and rank, soldier. However, before the confused Frank can even process Cliff's request, the soldier immediately concludes that he's Viet Cong, in turn taunting, "You can't tell me, can you, fella? Oh yeah, I know why. It's 'cause you're Viet Cong. I'm right, aren't I? You're nothing but a filthy communist. You, son, are gonna tell me where the gorilla's hideout is." He then yells before lunging at Frank. "By the time I'm done beating information out of you, you're gonna be begging for death to come take you away." A base, that's how you handle commies. At least that's how the interaction played out in the original release of the game. As seen on an August 12th trailer for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster's Creepy Rabbit DLC pack, which, if purchased, grants the players access to the eponymous outfit as well as a new background music track. In the updated version of this fight, rather than accusing Frank of being a filthy communist, Cliff instead decries him as a filthy animal. At current, Capcom has not publicly explained the reasoning behind their decision to censor the specific dialogue line. You know, as communists aren't people, they can't be offended because they have no feelings with which to offend. It's completely fine to treat Nazis in video games as the abhorrent, non-human things that they are. So why are communists being treated any differently? That doesn't make any sense. That's insulting to animals. Notably, Cliff expressing more generic outrage towards Frank is but the latest change made to Dead Rising during its leap to current-gen hardware. Per previous reports, Capcom has also race-swapped fellow psychopath Cliff Chiang, ostensibly in an attempt to avoid accusations of anti-Asian stereotyping. Hell. And wholesale removed the erotica qualifier from the game's photography mechanic. Man, why... race-swapped Cliff Chiang. I am so glad that in Quime Bobs, there's, like, they lean into a bit of stereotyping with the characters. It makes them fun, it makes their voice lines feel fun. I have a fun time playing the game. I can't think of a single character in that game that I, like, genuinely dislike. I think, like, the most boring character is, Teresa? I feel like her voice actor probably not the greatest. Her lines are delivered a little bit boringly instead of, like, monotonous assassiny. But I don't hate her. I don't hate her. Every 5 years, Capcom loses their shit and have 2 to 3 awesome ones. To this end, given the sheer amount of modern audience edits discovered thus far, it's likely there's far more waiting to blindside players who choose to pick up the game. Frank West and the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster are currently on track to ride again beginning on September 19th. And this is just like, I know some people are gonna buy this because normies just eat up any slop that's sold, but fuck, dude. I wish we could come together as gamers and stop giving money to these people who butcher, like, games that have no reason to have butchering. Like, there's no reason to censor the photography stuff. There's no reason to race swap any of the characters. There's no reason to remove anti-communist dialogue. It's absolutely fucking nuts. Evil Mandrake, thank you for 5. Mega Man and Monster Hunter being 2 of your favorite franchises. You fucking hate Crapcom! God damn. Normies never played Dead Rising? I mean, much like normies never really played Pokemon until it got fucking huge. This is gonna be all over Twitter, and who plays around on Twitter? Fucking normies. Original versus remaster vid? I don't know what you mean by this. I don't know what you mean by this. Let me... Oh god, I fucking hate OBS. I don't know why OBS has its own, like, internal browser, but I wish it didn't. It makes me so fucking mad. Modern audience. Dead Rising has tons of questionable changes, but altering the dialogue of Cliff, a psychopath whose key trait is being a Vietnam veteran with severe PTSD, and removing all references of the war and communism, pointless and, frankly, baffling. This person kind of hits the nail on the head. How did you even fucking find this? This has 13 likes! What the fuck?
Tell me, can you, fella? Oh yeah, I know why. It's because you're Viet Cong. I'm right, aren't I?
He's pretty efficient at stringing up those bodies.
Are nothing but a filthy communist!
Tell me, can you, fella? Oh yeah, I know why. It's because you're a mole.
Oh my god, they even removed the Viet Cong. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm right, aren't I? You are nothing but a filthy animal!
You can't tell me.
Are you guys saying that's Steve Blum? I guess I don't recognize Steve Blum's voice. Filthy journalist! I know, right? They could have changed it to that. First is Steve Blum. What the heck?
Can you, fella? Oh yeah.
Didn't Steve Blum do Titus in Final Fantasy X, or is that a different Steve? Am I crazy? I think Capcom will censor the fat lesbian cop who's handcuffing and sexually assaulting women? Probably. Different? Okay. Different. A Spike and Bebop? Oh, okay. Who's the fucking Steve that did fucking Titus? He does Tank Dempsey. Titus is James Arnold Taylor. Oh. What? Why did I think his name was a Steven? Don't trust me with names, Chad. I can't remember shit. Steve Blum, who voices Steve Blum, and Steve Blum. The OG is superior in every way. Yeah, like, even the voice, man.
I'm right, aren't I?
Like, he doesn't sound as gravelly in the remake. Remake wasn't woke enough for Steve Blum? What the fuck? Steve Blum is basically in every game ever. Have I seen the video Titus VA put out calling people retarded for not understanding the laugh scene? I haven't seen that. I think most people did understand the laugh scene, right? Like I feel like it's not hard to understand what he was going for, but it still sounds hilarious, right? People are still gonna meme it. Being a Vietnam vet, he'd probably want to kill Frank extra hard for being a journalist. True and real.